So after building the shelf for the boys' bathroom, my wife said she wanted another one in our bathroom, but this time she wanted a real rustic look like I made for the pallet mirror. So this pallet was actually an extra I grabbed when making the pallet mirror. It had been stored in the backyard for just this occasion. I started by taking my measurements to see how long this needed to be. It will also help me know how much work I needed to do to separate these boards from the pallet. My distance is 33 inches, so to save time, I will see if 33 inches fits between the two outer nailed boards. The less nails you have to deal with, the better. With a few extra inches to spare, I can just quickly cut off the ends to free the boards from the ends of the frame. Freeing the boards from the frame sounds easy, but it is actually harder than you think. When the wood is this weathered, you are more likely to split the boards during this process. So cutting off as much as you can will allow you to deal with a few less nails. With both ends free, you can work on loosening the center nails from the frame. The secret is to pry up the board just enough to be able to fit a Sawzall blade between them. The reason I do this is because I think the nail heads, all rusty, give the wood character. So instead of leaving holes where they were, the rusty nail heads actually look better. Once all your planks are off, you can cut away the base. I will be using the base as the mount for both the wall and the planks. When you have the pallet disassembled, you can stack up your wood and remove any dangerous nails. Now the two planks on the ends were a bit larger than the rest, so right now I am figuring out if I am going to leave them their original size or if I will cut them down to the size of the other planks. I have decided to cut the larger planks down to the same size as the thinner planks. So now I can begin cutting my brackets from the pallet frame pieces. Measure the distance between the planks held together to get your total for the brackets. I will cut them in the size so the shape will be a U. Make your first cut and then use that piece to cut all your following pieces the same size. You need 6 pieces for each shelf, so I will cut a total of 12 pieces here. Now you can join your frame. You can nail these together or screw them together. After looking at the nails, I have decided to screw mine together because I decided to go the long ways with the frame pieces in order to make attaching them to the wall a little bit easier. With screws, I made pilot holes because this wood might crack or split when putting the screw in. And this way, I can put a countersink hole on the top and hide the heads of the screws completely. But yes, I know this is complete overkill. Once your pilot holes are complete, you can clamp down the pieces in the exact shape you want. Then, attach them with your screws. Before I cut my planks to fit, I want to discount double check that my measurements are perfect. I will need to cut each cross piece the exact width so they are tight in the space provided. I know I started with this measurement, but you know what they always say, measure twice, cut once. Take your measurement and cut your first board. Measure your first board after you cut it, and if it is perfect, use that one as a guide to cut the rest. Because I wanted this to be so tight in the space, after cutting the initial board, I took it back up to the room to check the fit before I cut any other boards. And if you're like me and want all your planks to be the same width, you will need to either cut one with a circular saw, or if you have a table saw, rip it with that. Nail your frames into the wall if you can find a stud that makes it even better, and then tack your planks onto the frame in any order you want. I put the lower one on first, and then I left 10 inches between the top and bottom shelves. I completed this project in less than 30 minutes. And that's how you turn this into that, to give your bathroom a little more style. As always, thanks for watching and hit that subscribe button.